Hello and welcome to another Star Trek Discovery Season 2 commentary. This time it's episode 12. Through the shit, I fucked it up already. I was gonna say the Gangster's Paradise thing. Through the Valley of Shadows. And in case you don't remember, or this is the one where we see Melty Face Pike.
Yes, that's right.
As I was trying to allude to in the thumbnail.
And the dude from season 1 that you saw for like 3 seconds in the background comes back too.
Blue says, "Hello, boys.
Hello, boys. Hello, Blue.
How you doing?
Yeah.
What are you fellas up to tonight?" All right. End broadcast. No. I'm going to cue mine up. Oh, well, I got mine queued up. I'm ready to hit the go button. You're good on your end?
I'm ready. 0000 destruct 0.
3, 2, 1, go. Previously on Star Trek Discovery.
Star Trek Discovery. Continues to escape me. I know nothing about them. If you want to help, delete the Sphere archive. Everything will
The
die.
archives. Okay, never mind. Instead of fighting time,
Yeah.
transfer the okay. But just that version of me is dead. I'm not going back.
You won't win. Struggle is pointless.
That hurts, mister. He's taking the damn shield data. That
The
son of a
shield
bitch.
The shield data?
What?
I forgot that he shouted that. We haven't come this far to lose everything now. Very shouty.
That was in the. That was in one of the
Trailers,
I think it was the
right?
second trailer. Yeah. And you know what you find out about Discovery and their marketing? When they do a trailer 2 or 3, they're showing you clips from almost every single episode. They don't do it as much for season 3, but you go back and watch the trailer for all the trailers for season 2, and they show things from same thing with Picard.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry, Michael. She was trying to stop Control. And I stopped her. Oh.
In season 3.
And it'll be real wild.
Oddly enough, in part 3 of a 2-parter that originated 20-something years ago.
Oh, you're talking about the Navarre stuff?
No, I mean Unification part 3.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's duh. Right. Another signal. Boreth. When was the last time we saw the monastery on Boreth? It was in TNG, right?
Deep Space Nine?
Oh, DS9, yeah.
I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm asserting. We focus on the mission at hand. They should just listen to Burnham. No, they have to do all these things. It is Burnham telling them what to do. From the future. my old girlfriend slash torturer. Dun. Who directed this episode, PJ? Do you remember? We'll find out now.
Steven Spielberg.
Can you imagine? What a thing that would be.
You know, if the new versions of Trek were somehow like prestigious award-winning, Emmy award-winning things that like competed with like the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel or all of these like fucking shows that win all the awards and stuff. Not that award shows mean all that much, but they do recognize the level of greatness. I could imagine some directors, like famous directors, who probably kind of like Star Trek, but were not into the new stuff. And like, I mean, I'm talking about like next generation, like old school. Like, for example, Ben Stiller is a huge Star Trek fan. He doesn't like anything else but the TOS and the movies, and nothing else really matters to him. And you have a director come in and just, oh, I love this new version of Star Trek. It's so intellectual and it's so awe-inspiring, and it's such an improvement on
It's Doug
like the
Aronofsky.
classic, thing, right? You would have Jon Favreau wanting to go over and direct some Star Trek, or well, probably contractually he couldn't, but like Taika Waititi. Basically, Disney should own Star Trek, and then we could get all the good directors.
Oh, you're just you're
No,
ready for all that
I'm
monopoly.
joking. I'm joking.
By the way, Star Trek Discovery did win an Emmy, right? For if memory sure, if memory serves.
Yeah,
it was for effects
I'm,
or something like that.
Yeah, it does well in other categories. Certainly, like there's a level of detail and production value that goes into the show that's fucking excellent.
Yeah,
but if it was one of those shows that really gripped people and actually brought in new fans who were like, I wasn't into the Star Trek stuff, but this is so addictive and so intriguing and interesting, like some of these other really good shows are, because they're so well written and so well acted. The story makes sense and stuff. But we'll get to a point. I mean, there's nothing I want more than for Anson Mount at some point to be like nominated for an Emmy for his performance. Rebecca Romaine nominated for Strange New Worlds, you know what I mean? Or just even fucking writing in a TV show. Don't even have to be the best drama. It could just be like some of the more prestigious recognitions. And I know, yes, some people have objections to award shows, and they don't think they have any value, but I would like for newer Trek to be critically acclaimed, not in the way that it's like, oh, it's progressive and stuff, and that's the only thing they focus on. I'm talking about like intriguing stories, and not inflated mystery boxes that disappoint just about everybody. And what's with season 3 and going like full on super city inside the ship, like it's weird.
Yeah. Do we see the space elevator again in this season? I hope not.
I don't know. I think this episode, I'm sorry, I keep blabbering on about other stuff, but this episode does get interesting at some point.
The D7, yay!
Yeah, see, there you go. It's an interesting angle. They don't really show it off too well, but
yeah, but I like it.
You can understand what it is, yeah. I am back. I am back to help my ex-lover Tyler in hopes that he may sleep with me again.
I surgically altered my head to be more pleasing to you.
Yes. I could not do anything about this awful neck, though.
She still has her scars, which is cool. Oh yeah, you just pointed out their necks. I forgot they had these weird necks.
Yeah, like Eggo waffle necks.
So Klingons used to exploit the time crystals at one point. She says we no longer do it.
That could be something to explore. Where it's like, what were the Klingons doing with the time stuff? How many time variants did they create?
Yeah, like it might be. Yeah, it might be interesting. Lots of pomp. Hey, Fathery. Lots of pomp and circumstance over the D7 to correct their season 1 boo boo. Yeah, it's true.
Mm.
By the way, we're at timestamp 9 minutes, 37 seconds, 38 seconds, 39, 40. Vulnerable to sedition, I forbid you to go.
Jesus.
Sorry.
You scared me for a second.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I was like, is he okay? What happened? What happened to Starfleet? Were you just bitten by a dog all of a sudden? And you're like,
That's what it sounded like, right? That's what it.
Look at her 4 nostrils from that angle.
Yeah. I'm trying not to look at them. I'm just kidding.
There's got to be a lot of snot when they get a cold, right? Just imagine blowing your nose. It'd be totally disgusting. More so than... Well, Linus is pretty gross when he sneezes.
Yeah. Walsh. Oh yeah, Mars Attacks language. That's what it was. The Martians.
This scene is very bright. It's like a kind of washed out brightness that is cool, I guess. But
Oh, he is co-captain this whole season. Duh. He's acting captain, but he's the co-captain for Pike. I forgot about that. PJ, when else can you think of does that happen in a Star Trek adventure? 2 captains on one ship.
Well, really, Pike is in charge though.
Yeah.
He's just like that transition right there was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was with his face like
with his
blending
face
into the
with
mountain.
rock.
Yeah. I think the time I can think of is Star Trek 2, where you have Captain Spock and Captain Kirk, and I guess you have Captain Decker and Kirk also in.
Wouldn't it be Captain Spock and Admiral Kirk?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. Sorry, and that's the same for Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I guess by Star Trek 4 or Star Trek 5, when he's demoted, there's 2 captains, Captain Spock and Captain Kirk.
Kenneth Mitchell again.
Yep. This is good makeup, I think. You said there was something about this. Yeah, you said there was something about this episode where you were going to say something that was like, I was not going to agree with you or something about the Klingon makeup, but I can't remember what it was.
What?
There was something I said about the Klingon makeup, and you said, "Oh, I have some thoughts about that," or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, anyways, he's cool
there is a Klingon that shows up in the last episode of the season. Played by Glenn Hetrick, and he looks really fucking good. And I was like, why didn't they just do that more of that in this season? That kind of Klingon design, but this Kenneth Mitchell's makeup here seems like a stepping stone into like kind of like what they did with L'Rell. Like they're not doing it. He actually does look like a Klingon.
Mm-hmm. You can see he's L'Rell's son, though. He has the same L'Rell pattern on his forehead.
Well, yeah, they all kind of have. Not all of them. Yeah, they have different ones.
Different patterns, yeah.
If you went into this cold, you can look at the neck and say, "Oh, what's up with that?" But if you went into a cold, you could as a Trek fan, not knowing anything about the show, you'd be like, okay, that's a Klingon. It's an interesting looking Klingon, but yeah, I can see it as a Klingon. When other Klingons in the series, if you walked into it cold, you'd be like, what is that? Is that a new one? A new species they got there? So, they've taken steps, and I honestly believe if they explore any kind of Klingon element in Strange New Worlds, if not in season 1, but in season 2 or something, that they will show more of that mix of different ones, because the online stuff seems to be doing that. They show like L'Rell with I've seen just the trailers for it. I'm like, okay, they got a mix, showing that there is an actual variety out there. We just need to see them finally on screen together in a live action series. For God's sake, just do it. But at least they're trying, getting there. And I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Akiva Goldsman, but I think if this is something he genuinely loves to do, and it's like his passion project, then chances are it might be a little bit better than a lot of things he's done. Granted, he did win an Academy Award for A Beautiful Mind, writing that screenplay, I believe. So he's a talented man. It's just, I'm hoping him doing Strange New Worlds with the love he has for the character of Pike will translate, and it will be taken seriously, very seriously.
You notice the ship's way busier now. Like, they got a lot of extras for this episode.
Yeah,
like,
they
usually
did,
it's good. And Tig's back. What is he, the Prince of Time? Is that a crown? Oh, on Tanavik? I guess. I don't know. That's like, I wondered what that was, like that thing.
Tig Notaro is blowing up. People are really. If you didn't like Army of the Dead, you at least responded to Tig Notaro, because she's fucking great in the movie. She was never there. That's the cool thing. She's has scenes where she's talking to Dave Bautista, right? She's walking and talking with him, and like it looks really good. Like like she's really there talking to him. She's never met Dave Bautista. I think she met one cast member who was in the movie and shot a scene with that one person because they were available, and everybody else she never knew. And she's great in the movie. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'd probably watch it tonight before bed.
Well, you would like it just for her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Scotty was a captain on the Enterprise A also, or 2, but only Kirk was captain of the ship. That's true. There were 3 captains on the A. That's crazy.
Oh, poor Stamets.
Yeah.
What becomes of the broken heart?
This is like Zelda.
Yeah, it is.
Like the
this is what I really dislike here. All this watch what starts happening around. It's like the time stuff is like anywhere. It's kind of like that episode of TNG where they're in the big shuttle. I forget what it's called, the runabout, and there's pockets of different time everywhere. And I'm thinking, like, he's aged. Yeah. I can't stand that mumbo jumbo. The past, the present, the future's all, and then like
I like
plants are growing right in front of them. So so should the guy next to it be aging faster? Like, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, that would be trippy if that were happening too. You're right. Maybe the plants have time crystal dust on them, or
Tanavik should be like, Pike, you just gotta watch your step because you might accidentally fall into a pocket and your arm might age 80 years.
I think what they're doing is they're using time crystal fertilizer, and that's why it only affects the plants.
They grind it up and put it into the...
They smoke it.
They smoke it.
That's the Klingon smoke time crystals.
They literally go on a fucking trip.
Yo, I met myself when I was a kid. What?
It's like, no, man, you were just tripping out. I was like, no, man, I really did meet myself when I was a kid. And it tripped me out because while I was meeting myself as a kid, I was remembering when when as a kid when my future self was talking to me simultaneously as it was happening, which would trip somebody out. Yeah, that would be crazy. I want to smoke some time crystals.
That would be very interesting indeed. That's a nice little na na na. That's that theme for the. I guess it's the Red Angel theme.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have mentioned time crystal meth. Oh my gosh, that's what it is.
Oh
Uh,
gosh.
I did mention Zelda before. I'm obsessed with Zelda Blue Spark. I love Zelda.
Oh god.
I missed whatever profound thing he said.
Why? How? Why?
Wow, wow.
Wow. How? Why? How?
You
Why?
know,
How?
it's funny, but I know what's happening, and I have no interest in the control stuff at all. You're right. Like it, once you know what's happened, like it's not as interesting.
There's an exciting scene coming up that's kind of cool and actiony, but
The
yeah, it's
magnetic floor scene, I guess.
yeah,
That
it's,
whole thing. I mean, it's
it's
pretty. It's beautiful. It's all like well done.
like yeah, like how? Oh yeah, it's possessed by the digital devil.
The digital devil. How are they not all alive if they have their spacesuits on? How long has it been? She said at the beginning of the
Uh,
episode they hadn't checked in an hour.
oh, good
The
old
guy you saw
friend.
for 2 seconds in the background. I have a cousin with
He
that
was
same name, by the
actually
way.
in the first episode.
Yeah, he was. I remember seeing him this time when we did our watch along, and I think I even said something like, "Look, that's the guy." My cousin's name is Cameron. We say Cameron. We Americanized it, but I have a cousin with the same name.
Did you see the Eternals teaser?
Is there a new one? When did it come out?
Oh, there's only ever been one. It's the first teaser trailer for the Eternals with Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden.
Yeah, but when did it come out?
Yeah, today, yesterday.
Oh, no, then
Yes.
I haven't seen it. I saw something that was like a sizzle reel that showed clips, like quick
No, this
shots
is an
from the Eternals
actual.
teaser. Oh, cool.
It looks really good
Oh, cool.
for a teaser.
Maybe at the end of this, we could do one of our offshoots and watch it. Our little things, because I haven't seen it yet. That's interesting that that pattern on Spock's beard. Like I can't do that. That's how high is like he has these pointy things going on. See that?
Oh yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah. I can't grow a full beard. It's too blonde. It's this weird thing where there's dark hair around the edges and like certain parts, and then other parts it's like so blonde. It looks like blank patches, but it's just like this light blonde hair mixed with brown hair. It's very weird.
Hmm.
Makes no sense. Because my mother's like very blonde, right? Well, actually, my mother's side are all very blonde, and then my father's side all have brown hair. So I'm that weird Irish mix, and sometimes it looks reddish. Like if I go out in the sun and I have facial hair, it'll like start turning like people tell me it starts looking like gingerish. I'm like, oh, my father's side do have a bunch of gingers in there.
Hmm. Blue says I can't grow hair above my waist. It's weird. I'm super hairy below the belt. I've seen that before, Blue. That's because you're descendant from Blue. You're descendant from what are those things called? Centaurs. You are and will always be in love with Michael until she leaves to the future.
Tyler's like, God damn, Lorel, let me kiss that neck of yours. let me let me stick my tongues in all of the English muffin-like crevices on your neck. Let me put some butter on there first, baby.
Father, that's quite an understatement. We never gave him a name. He gave one to himself. Pike's like, okay.
I'm getting grayer and grayer by the week. My
You?
hair. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It's on the sides of my head, and you never see it because I never turn my head too much. But if I don't have my hat on, and I'm afraid that it's gonna start growing in my facial hair, so I'm gonna have like brown and reddish and blonde and gray mix, and it's just like, what's the point? Just shave every day. Fuck it.
Time Crystal Cathedral.
I need some time crystals on my face. I'm getting old too. I'm 30. I'm in my late 30s, and I'm starting to get.
You need time crystal.
I'm starting to get those little blemishes and wrinkles and stuff that like weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like you start aging.
Yeah, totally. No,
and,
no, no.
and as pale as I am, that's not good. I'm a pale motherfucker, as you've seen at me like on video many times.
Sometimes I don't see you. I just see your eyes.
What?
Like when the wall's white. I'm teasing. When the wall behind you is white, I just see your eyes, man. That's it.
Oh, you mean the retinas and the pupils? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just. Oh, madness may follow.
Dude, Laurel and Ash's son has done a little too much time crystal dust. Alert. Radiation link detected. Look, I like that they update the uniforms at least. So are these going to be the uniforms in the Strange New Worlds?
They couldn't be.
Well, they have to be, right?
No, they couldn't be. Why would they? It's still before TOS.
Oh yeah, true.
This happens in like 2264 or 5. I'm pretty sure it's 2265.
Right, but it has to happen before the Menagerie Part 1 and 2.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
in the beginning of the beginning of the Menagerie, it's already happened. So, like, this uniform here is probably not even related to any of the TOS stuff. So, in Strange New Worlds, I think they would continue to have the Connie style or whatever traditional uniforms of that time. But this is a nice uniform, though. I admit, like, he's a fleet captain at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a fleet captain's uniform, and I guess they're trainees.
Ooh, melty
maybe?
face.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, those other guys are trainees for sure.
Wow, his look of terror is like genuine right there, man. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He went full, He went full dramatic. Full fright. There you go. Your face will melt.
I like this. You believe in service, sacrifice, compassion, and love.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's really good here. He's
Yeah.
damn good.
Oh, I got a little teary-eyed. It's a good thing
Give it
my
to
video's
me.
off.
Give me that sweet,
That's
that
good
nasty,
stuff.
that gushy stuff.
It was like really easy to get those time crystals. It just keeps showing him that over and over as long as he has to hold it.
Mm.
It's just like
Why don't you put a cloth around it, dude?
I know.
I don't trust this guy. I think he's a little bit of shady to me.
Oh, you can see the MSD there for this ship.
She's a little country, and he's a little evil AI.
What? What just? Yes.
Oh, I like this scene. This is good.
Yeah.
And you know, fucking Tig Notaro became like a fucking favorite in the show, didn't it? Like, I know people like, yeah, her delivery's a little wooden and stuff like that. And you know, she is a growing actor. She gets better and better the more she goes on, right? Because she, you know,
I didn't think
she didn't have the easiest time dealing with some of the dialogue, right?
dialogue. Yeah. The techno babble.
But then,
She's great. I mean,
but
I like the kind of
dry humor.
dry humor. Yeah. I don't
Uh,
think there's anything wooden about her. She's very
It
expressive.
could no, I mean, like I can see how people can see that as like, oh, it's wooden acting. It's like no,
Mm.
actually, if you've seen her and stand up and stuff, like that's just the way she talks. And if you see Army of the Dead, she's so Tig in that movie. It's like she's Tig in everything, and I think that's one of the things that people like about her. And with a lot of comedians, like they tend to be cast in films because they are funny and they can do the banter and the improv and stuff like that.
That's cute. They're talking about their weddings, and it
Yeah.
makes him laugh.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good use of the Klingon War there.
mm, I like that. She's I like in anything where there's a couple that's broken up and somebody just comes along and says, "You guys are crazy for each other. Just fucking do it."
Right.
Actually, I want to bring up a mild spoiler about Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Uh, one of the kids accidentally asked this girl to a dance. He didn't really mean to. She just thought he asked her, and he goes with her. And his best friend is jealous because he likes the girl, right? So then at the end, he tells the girl, he's like, "I didn't really want to go to this thing with you. But my friend over there likes you." And she's like, "Oh, I like him." So he takes the girl over that he was dating to his best friend. He puts their hands together and says, "You guys like each other. Go." And he walks away. And I'm
Hmm.
like, what a brilliant scene that was. And I like in that where she's just like, you know, you got a good thing. Don't throw it away. You got a second chance. Like, don't mess it up. All this petty drama stuff in relationships is not worth not being together and stuff like that, right? And they do really improve on their they really seem like a well-adjusted couple in season 3.
Yeah, they really do. It was worth all that strife.
Yeah. And I'm glad they brought Culber back too. Like that would have sucked if they left him out.
It would have been cool if Culber hadn't come back. Then if Stamets ended up with like Saru. No, I'm just teasing. They're not compatible.
Yeah. He's like, Saru? You love Caecilian opera? I never knew that. Well, that intrigues me. Would you like to dance? Why, Stamets. I think that's completely a great idea. Let's do it.
It's interesting. He's talking about how he got recruited into Section 31.
He's getting all creepy now. Oh. 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 Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yeah,
I like what
good.
he says now. What he says now, just... Now see...
In your hand.
In your hand. If that, if I ever imagined a reimagining of the Borg, it would be that type of thing where if somebody was taking control, they could like really move fast and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think they would have done more of that in TNG times if they had like a budget or the stunt work to do it. But they had to make the Borg slow because it was just easier. It was like kind of like space zombies. Struggle is pointless.
Mm-hmm. It's messing with her, so she... That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Reconstructed. In other words, assimilated.
They should have just thrown the word assimilated in there just for shits and giggles.
I would not have minded if this was some kind of interesting Borg
thing. I think it would have been better if it was a Borg thing, actually.
or like part of control or a remnant of control merged with the current iteration of the Borg that is out there somewhere somehow. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Or just, I think there's that whole Enterprise tie-in, right? Like, because there's Borg technology left behind in the First Contact.
Yes. Oh.
They love the... Control loves to inject shit into people's... There's just so much eye violence in Star Trek, modern Star Trek.
They love that eye stuff. that all came from the Borg in First Contact. It's like with the with the thing going into Picard's eye.
That's right.
That's where it all started.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Now everyone does it. It's true. I think that's the other thing that makes you think of. See, those are the Star Trek 6 type, like Star Trek movie type phasers, which is interesting.
Mm.
She's like, oh god. Double phasers.
She- She's like, oh god, I just had a heart attack. Even Spock is like, oh fuck,
I know.
gotta catch my breath here. Ah, good old Spock, what?
I would burn that shit. Oh, Spock's hand's broken. I forgot about that.
When it's really Giorgio and Nan that saved the day. She'd be after Giorgio and Nan.
The Discovery doesn't look big sometimes, and sometimes it looks huge. But I guess all of Star Trek has moments like that.
Depends on the angle they shoot it from.
Yeah.
Or they show it from.
This is a cool scene. Mm. He was just an infant. Pike is timey-wimey now.
No follow up questions as to like, how did you talk to him again? Like, is he an intelligent? Oh, okay. Tinovik.
It's a pretty name. Oh, look, her claw hands are less claw-like.
Mm.
I mean, they're still clawy, but they're more like finger. The fingers aren't as like
Thick.
thick. Yeah. He's like a space hippie now.
Could all be living in simulation, man.
I really wish I had your drugs. The drugs you. Uh-oh. $30 ships. Oh, yes, we do. Queen Poe. I totally forgot that they go to Zahia until just now. Oh, is this the episode where we rendezvous with the Enterprise, or is it next episode?
No, it's the next one because they
Okay.
have to go on the Enterprise to destroy
Joy of the
Discovery.
ship. Yeah, that's right. Yes. She's like, he's actually gonna do it. Bye, Discovery. Oh, I didn't realize that's how it ends. That
I would
was
have
quick.
liked.
That went by quicker than the last one.
I would have liked for them to actually have destroyed Discovery, and then like have to enter on the Enterprise. They battle, uh, um, you know, fucking control and whatnot, and they have help with other ships that show up, and then the whole third season would be about them on a new discovery, like a different ship.
Yeah.
It's still called the Discovery, but looks different. It's like a different class. But whatever. They did what they did, and they did an okay job with season 3. And I hope season 4 is good. Really hope so. Can't wait.
I really hope so too. I'm gonna pull up the Eternals trailer here.
Oh no, well
Not
not
live.
showing
Not live.
Disney stuff here, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, folks, for joining us.
Thank you, Blue and Fathery, and anyone else who was in there.
See ya.
See ya.